Focus. It's everything. Over the last year, I feel like my focus has been stolen from me. Where's my focus going? My guess is you probably don't know. And a few weeks ago, I didn't either. And here's everything you need to know. Step 1. Understanding focus. You see, your focus is what you spend your time on. It's what you direct your attention to. Which brings us to the first part. If you wanted to know where all of your money was going, you would open your bank statements and look at a log of where your money's going. And you would be absolutely mad if your bank couldn't provide you a record of where your money went. But if time is money, why can't you tell me where your time's going? Tracking your time is the secret key, but we'll get back to that later. Let me tell you a little bit more about focus. Focus is limited. And while sometimes you can focus on multiple things at a time, like watering your plants and listening to a podcast, most of the time you are only able to focus on one thing at a time. So if you're focused on watching TV, in that moment, you're not focused on your goals. So priority is important here. But most of us know what's important to us. We just get distracted. Time slips by and we realize that we never ended up doing the things that were important to us. And slowly the ambitions, the dreams, the purpose we once sought kind of falls out of focus. And that's why the most important thing you can do right now is commit to a few steps. Start by figuring out your priorities and write them down. These are some of mine. Remember, your focus is limited, so you shouldn't have more than 3. Start logging your time. You should know what you're doing with every 15-minute increment. And it doesn't need to be perfect, just do your best. Anything is better than nothing. This is easily the most important thing you can do to take back your focus, and it only takes 10 minutes a day. I'll go more into detail later, but just by recording how you're actually spending your time, you'll have to finally face the facts, and this alone will start to build your focus. Right, Ruby? You'll start to find that you kind of hate writing down things that are a waste of your time. And you'll finally get a reward of visibly seeing all of the hard work that you do. But more than that, you'll start noticing patterns. You'll start noticing habits seemingly innocent, seemingly unthreatening, that steal much more time than you would have ever thought. How maybe you spend 4 hours a day watching TV instead of just 2. Or how searching for a question on Reddit turns into you doom scrolling for hours. I like to take notes on the back, anything I notice throughout the day, so I can pick up on the patterns of how I'm spending my time and what's actually happening to my time. And sometimes the patterns are more discreet. Like, I noticed if I don't have a concrete plan for the day, I tend to spend quite a bit less time on my goals. You'll start noticing these discrepancies, these patterns, things you just weren't expecting. This is where your focus is going. This is the black hole of your time. But first, let's understand why this is happening. There is a $1 trillion solution built to hook you. This is what you're up against. Do not feel bad about your inability to focus. It is not your fault. Now that you understand it, it's time to eliminate the things that are pulling you off task and keeping you off task. These are the things that are redirecting my focus to things I don't care about, to something I don't value. And these are the roots of the problem. Seemingly little things that regularly grow into a big waste of my time. But if you can eliminate these, it will lead to significant time saved. These are usually things you intend to do quickly, but they end up leading you to wasting a lot of your time. Things like checking your notifications or wanting to look up one thing on Reddit. Then we get to what's actually keeping you off task, like binge watching Parks and Rec. I love that show. And I'm not saying you need to be focused 100% of the time, but at least challenge yourself to spend time in a way that you feel satisfied with at the end of the day. Relaxation is important. Fun is important, but I don't know very many people who are relaxed and had a really good day that have spent 4 hours doom scrolling. In my personal opinion, some of the worst advice that I listened to for way too long is that you should just rely on willpower to do whatever you want. And I think I've lost years of my life feeling bad about myself because I didn't have enough willpower to push through and do the things I wanted to do. So please stop trying to rely on willpower alone. No one does this. It's unproductive suffering. Instead, set yourself up to be able to do the hard things, and use that willpower that you save to do other cool stuff. If you have a TV problem, put the remote in the car. If you have a Netflix problem, cancel the subscription. If you have a phone problem, put it away while you're trying to focus. If you can eliminate it or make it more difficult to do, then avoiding the distractions will be so much easier. And actually focusing will be a lot easier too. And lastly, the ability to stay on task. Your attention span. Attention span is the length of time that you're able to focus on a task. So we kind of need both. The ability to direct your attention, aka focus, and the ability to stay focused, aka attention span. Because focus isn't worth much if you can't hold it. But how do you actually build your attention span? Like, what if I can only focus for 30 minutes at a time? And then I'm tired. Let me tell you how to build your attention span. Start by establishing a starting point. Set a stopwatch and see how long you can focus for. And it doesn't matter how short it is, it's just a starting point. It's probably going to be a lot lower than you expected, but the coolest part is this is buildable. Like if you went to the gym, you wouldn't expect to be jacked the next day. That would be kind of terrifying. But just like in the gym, focus is a muscle. And just like a muscle, the best way to build it is progressive overload. So if you were only able to focus for 30 minutes, maybe set a goal for 35 minutes tomorrow. Some days are not going to be the best days, but science shows that your attention span is built over time. And it can be built back by slightly increasing the time spent focusing, building your ability to focus. I like to highlight the time per day spent on focusing on my goal, and over the last 2 weeks, it has dramatically increased just by logging my time, recording what's going wrong, and striving to be better every day. I've uploaded a free printable template of the timetable I use on my free Patreon. Join and we can be best friends! I have finally been able to steal back my time, taking back my ability to pursue my ambition, my dreams, and my purpose. However, I still have quite a bit of room to improve. I know where my time's going now, but I'm still battling myself every day to do the hard thing. And I need to make it a little bit easier on myself. So in the next video, I'm gonna be researching building habits and then spend 7 days actually trying to take action in my life. If you want to see what happens, subscribe.